Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Today, I want to use Warp Otis again. I barely have used her yet, but, like, the big issue with her is, like, what else is there to do than just run her with charge, right? And there's, like, 5 charge IDs. I don't know. There's not a lot of, interesting team-building things you can really do with her, it feels like. Maybe that'll change in time, though, right? We'll get more warp IDs that have more unique things. I don't know. It is just fairly unfortunate that, like, load only affects charge skills in general, instead of just, like, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, don't get me wrong. By the way, I'm running Warp Team except without the 2 big ones. That's the bit I'm going for here. I meant to say that earlier, but I don't know. I just started ranting immediately. Yeah, no. It's the kind of thing where, like, I wish I could, like, do something funny with ego gifts or something, right? Like if load, like, made it so your attacks do more damage based on how much charge you had, or I don't know. And her ego's gonna have load on it as well. Unfortunate since it's just kind of, I mean, it's useful, I guess, right? I don't know. With this team we're going for here, Otis will always be able to get a second skill slot because we're only running 5, and we'll be able to buff, the not super mega nukers with load, which is an idea. I don't know. I guess the warp event's today. It's gonna be a few hours after this video goes up, and I'm gonna be streaming it, of course, as I do with most mid-chapter event thingies. So feel free to join in for that. And I'm excited for the event itself. The actual IDs seem pretty meh. I like what they're going for partially, right? I really like the fact that they're charge IDs that spend charge with their skill 1 and skill 2, but not their skill 3. Unfortunately, like, that means they're gonna have, like, bad synergy with, like, a lot of, like, the random, like, ego gifts and stuff, I guess. Like, more IDs that aren't as skill 3 focused to do, like, their big damage is cool. Have skill 3 be, like, a setup-y thing can be nice. Because some IDs do that, don't get me wrong. But most of the time, skill 3s are just, their big damage-dealing nuke. And that's kind of how it's got to be, right? It's the rarest of the skills, it makes sense. But there's a lot of room to do funny stuff by just not following the norm, right? I don't know. Charge really needs something new, and I mean, Deviat's probably gonna be charge, right? It makes enough sense. We don't have any charge association yet, and Deviat's, like, the second most likely to be charge. Most likely being, Trace, but we're never getting Trace association at this rate, it feels like. It is nice that we are actually getting an office in Limbus, like, proper now. Because, like, the amount of normal fixers, like, that aren't from, like, associations is so comically low compared to Ruina, right? Which is very funny. We do have, like, we've got, Philip Sinclair, we've got Molar, Otis, and Yisong. But those are, like, the only, like, normal office fixers we have. Because there's a lot of weird, like, things. Like how, LCR Faust, because for some reason Yuri counts as a Lobcourt remnant instead of being part of whatever office Hopkins and Aya and Yuri are in, since they'd never give us a name for that office. And there is also, Rose Spanner Workshop. Workshops are a type of office. Molar Boatworks as well. It is a type of office, but it's like a different type of office, right? Basically, most people in the city are fixers, right? But, like, the standard office fixer is something that we haven't seen a lot of. It is kind of surprising that Multicrack isn't a workshop, though, but not really that surprising. They don't necessarily need to be, like, the ones who, like, maintain their own arms and stuff, right? They've got arms, but, like, they could just gotten that from a contractor or something. They could have gotten that from a workshop that they just work closely with. I don't know. Could be Union Co. for all we know, since they're the ones that kind of seem to focus on, like... I don't know, I guess it's not particularly Union Co-esque. Union Co-esque, I feel like, is a little bit more bioweapon stuff. Well, if, you know, their normal arms are mechanical and their additional arms are mechanical, it's just mechanical arms, right? Could reasonably be, like, just any old workshop that focuses on, like, mechanical modifications, I'd say. I don't know. But it'll be cool. I'm excited for the event. Because, like, tomorrow, of course, I'll do a run where I use the new IDs and stuff in Mirror Dungeon Hard. See how that goes. Like, I don't really have the highest hopes, but, like, it could still be... They could still be fun to use. There's some random stuff going on with them. Still don't know why Heath has HP healing down on his skill 2, which is a status effect that has not existed in any form since Chef Ryoshu, I'm pretty sure. Unless there's something I'm forgetting, which there might be. It's a very minimal effect. It can be nice sometimes, I'm sure, against enemies that heal a lot, but it's just so situational. It's really hard to imagine you getting, like, reliable usage out of HP healing down. And if he's got Blunt Fragility, that's cool. Blunt Fragility is very rare for some reason. Rare Riskars, that's right, that's right. I want to get it for the fusion gift. Gamble. We gamble. Flashlight, cool. More charge. Good stuff. And can we get lucky here, I wonder? I mean, I guess we just go for night vision goggles. Do I want them? I probably do, yeah. Just get them out of the pool, right? And we want to spend more charge, especially for, like, Otis, right? Have her spend more charge so that she starts applying more load and stuff. All those things. Let's do a little bit of charge refreshing. Defib, sure. We'll take it. Okay, this looks good. Sell some of this garbage. And then we should be able to afford both Curriculum Vitae and another skill 3 for Yisong. Cool. That works out. Press on, we get an event. Greycoat, it's good for us. We've got a lot of random Gloomy things, so that's a source of healing, just in case we take too much damage. None of these IDs have, like, the self-damagey thing that, like, you have from, like, an less than ideal Warp Dawn or Ryoshu skill 3. Mainly Ryoshu. Warp Dawn, like, you don't really get a benefit from using her skill 3 without enough charge. Warp Ryoshu can at least, you know, spend HP to use the skill properly, but, like, an uncharged Rip Space from Dawn is just comically weak. I mean, it's still 5 coins, though, so it's still got its own use. But yeah, we can get the fusion gift next floor now, so that's good. We do have 5 charge units. After all, so we can make use of that. See how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. I keep on, like, saying the same thing. I feel like a bit of, like, a broken record, right? But, like, charge really needs something new. And these new units are not. The new multi-crack really isn't it, but at the same time, like, what do you do for charge, right? It's a status effect that just is damage multiplier, and that's it. So as far as, like, PM's been using it, at least, right? You can use it for, like, Rupture or something, but, like, you'd need a unique charge that does something different. I think it's definitely a missed opportunity that when they made it so charge potency was, like, a thing, they should have done, like, a Runa type thing where each... no, I'm ignoring you. Where each faction that uses charge has, like, their own unique charge, right? Because, like, Warp and R-Corp's charges are, like, completely different colors in Runa. They function the same, but, like, I feel like that could have been a good way to differentiate it. Maybe, like, Warp charge, like, the potency goes up whenever a certain amount of count is consumed, and the potency does various things here and there, right? And then, like, R-Corp could have something differently with their unique charge, and then Rose Spanner could have something unique, or... And, like, Multicrack could have something unique. I don't know. That's an idea. Introduce potency, but make it so each faction is their own, like, unique way that they benefit from potency, like Warp being straight up damage. You can make it so, like, Rose Spanner, like, high potency increases status effect infliction for, like, both Tremor and Rupture. And there's a little bit of Tremor, a little bit of Rupture in those IDs. Or, like, R-Corp. R-Corp would be a weird to do it. I think R-Corp would need to have different ones for, you know, Rabbit, Reindeer, and Rhino. But, like, they could do it where it's something similar to, what their passives do, right? Reindeer gains more damage, Rhino gains protection, Rabbit gains haste. That sort of thing, right? Because that's already what they gain for having, like, 10 plus charge in Ruina, right? So something like that. I don't know. Just a random idea I had, I guess. Yeah, I really don't know. That's fine, though. Charge is good, that's the thing. It is very strong. And I really do feel like I'm complaining a lot about it, but just because there's definitely so much more they can do. I think, like, this is like a personal opinion thing, but I wish that PM would make bad IDs instead of mediocre IDs, right? Like, whenever they make an ID that's just genuinely, like, just kind of mad. Like, all the bad IDs that have been made in, like, the past, like, almost a year, really, have still been, like, fairly solid. We haven't gotten a proper bad ID. You remember I got a proper bad ID since Zvirodion, right? Everything's been, like, alright since then. And that's good, that's for sure, but, like, I kind of like bad IDs, I don't know. PM's reached a point where they can, like, they're getting a lot of they're getting pretty, I guess, safe with their ID designs, that's the current thing, right? They're not going for a lot of, like, funny, like, risks or anything with it. That's why we haven't gotten, like, a negative coin ID in, like, a while. Because they just play completely differently, and PM really hasn't done a lot of stuff that, like, just functions entirely differently from anything else we've seen for quite a while. Which is fine. We still get some fun IDs here and there, but we also get plenty of, like, more standard IDs. I think PM, like, kind of, like, I mean, they were doing a great job for a while, like, especially, like, Season 3, I feel like most of the IDs we got there were super fun to use. And, like, for the first while, none of them really felt stale, right? This season, I don't know, a lot of it's just kind of been... Maybe it's just kind of like the fact that I've gotten so used to it, right? The pattern, you know, an ID releases, I use it a little bit, and then I just move on, right? It's, you know, in the randomizer, I use it for certain teams here and there, but there's so many IDs now, it's so much harder for each ID to stand out on its own. It's not really a power creep thing, I guess, as much as it is just... I don't know the word for it, right? There's just so much now. It's as simple as that. Okay, funny choice here. I'm gonna go for the Slash Floor so I can potentially fuse Lightning Rod so I can upgrade it here. I think that could be funny. We've got some random things we can fuse. Actually, not a lot. Oh. Yeah, it's only tier 2. Oh. Well, I guess first and foremost we should get the fusion gift. Get me this, give me the T1 thingy. T1 perpetual motion machine, that's it. What if we did this? We'll do this. Lightning Rod, cool. And this way we can upgrade it now so that we get a bunch of charge count to start out with. Cool. Yeah, that was the plan. That was about it. We can upgrade this to ++, so we might as well. And we press on! Now we're in a pretty decent spot with a lot of random stuff we have. It's a slash weak floor, but we don't really have... I mean, we've got a fair bit of slash anyways, from, like, Merso and, like, your skill 3, is it? Yeah. Your skill 3, and Merso's everything. Your skill 1 is slash, actually, and you're all blunt, I know that much. Okay. Skill 3 gaming. Sure thing. Immediate dimensional rip. Just spend charge, increase the funny charge thing. And yeah, that guy's taking a lot of damage immediately. Cool. God. Hard to believe Earl King's just 2 weeks away. He's gonna be fun. He's gonna be real fun. Nice. Just this one guy left who we can pretty easily just crush to death. Punch him. There we go. Big punch. Punched and then he exploded. As he should. As he should. Kinda coming, I'm sure. I guess we'll have to see. I'm really curious what the event ego gifts are gonna look like. Because while there's no mirror dungeon in the actual event itself, like, we're not doing, like, the whole, like, fathoms of the ego going into a little single floor dungeon this time. Likely because there's no distortion. They've only been doing that for distortions. It's gonna be closer to, like, SEA or Miracle in District 20. But unlike those ones, instead of just having to grind the final fight, we are still getting a mirror dungeon floor thing. A floor pack for the event, and that'll be where we get the majority of our resources. What are they called? Civilian recovery packs? Whatever it is. It's supposed to be like the DNA samples from the people we're killing. So that's fun. It also seems like we might have a little bit more enemy variety than most mid-chapters, because instead of just 2 types of enemies, which is the case for most of them, I guess 1 type of enemies is the case for most of them, honestly. Because it seems like we're obviously getting, like, generic we're getting generic warp passengers, but I think we're also getting multi-crack guys, and probably also warp cleanup crew guys. I guess we'll have to see for that one. I don't know if we see any warp cleanup crew guys actually fighting us. We might see some, like, Love Towny warp crew guys. I don't remember for sure. I need to rewatch the trailer. Or I don't really, because it's only a few hours till the event. I could just wait till then. Don't necessarily need to know all that stuff beforehand. Yeah, because assumably the big boss is going to be, like, the leader of Multi-Crack. You can see briefly, you can see him in the back of the Faust Update artwork. Seems kind of like knightly, which is interesting. I am curious, though, if it's, like, not supposed to be murder mystery at all, and it's just a case of the name was just there for the pun, less so for any relevance to, like, Agatha or anything. Well, who knows? Agatha could still show up. Agatha could have been murdered or something. A lot of ways you can go. Agatha showing up, being someone who, you know, Dawn idolizes, could work very well as a way to, like, tie into, like, the Dawn, like, foreshadowy type stuff that's probably gonna happen this mid-chapter. Just go over a lot of, like, late guesses on what's gonna happen, I suppose. A lot of stuff that could happen. Send that. Looking good. Killing all these guys. Fun stuff. You're dying pretty easily. to our, onslaught of random garbage. That's a sharp blade. I'm guessing that's their weakness, huh? Sure is, Yuri. And we'll gamble again. No dice, that's fine. Don't really need it that much. This is... Who is it? Oh, it is Yoka. We could immediately energy current, actually. Not the worst idea, I guess. I guess we should do this stuff turn 2, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's save our funnies for the second turn, I think. Means we're clashing pretty poorly right here, but it's fine. Or is overcharge next turn? It is next turn, okay, so we could just throw that on here. You've got enough charge already, yeah, cool. Send it. We'll get a bunch of charge next turn from, like, the charge barrier and stuff. That we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Some slash fertility this turn to make it so none of our attacks actually increase damage because we don't have any slash things going after Merso. The only issue is Merso might get a bad speed roll, which is really unfortunate since he kind of needs to be fast in order to function on warp teams. The overcharge, so next turn you got paralysis and power down and all that sort of fun stuff. Yeah, you're fairly slow. I had a feeling. That's okay. We can do that. Still get some benefits from Leap, I guess. I don't know. Single coin stuff is going to go through the paralysis pretty slowly. We're going to be able to do some nice damage here. Cool. And the arm's about to break. Dimensional Rift should do it. Nice. Still got a bunch more random damage attacks to go through here. And an energy current, the random defense level down stuff this turn. 8 defense level down just to make use of Faust's skill too. So it's something. 660 HP left, but we don't really have any big nukes this turn. I'll see if we've got anything that can just clash against that casually. It doesn't really seem like it though, yeah. Oh, actually Charged Leap does. Alright. I'll take it. Wasn't expecting it, but who would I be to deny such a funny-looking opportunity? Okay. You're close to dying. I don't think you quite die this turn, though. Yeah. Faust skill 1 definitely does not go the distance. It wins the clash, at least. And we can just easily kill you next turn. Yeah. It's auto damage. And Honglu should just be able to do 60 damage with this. Yep, cool. Easy enough. Not too bad of a fight, usually. Still no egos for that guy, which is still insane. Like, I feel like it'd be so easy to make, like, a random ego where he's just got the umbrella clover thing. Do we go yield? I think we should. We don't have a lot of slash, that's for sure, but it's funny. We'll get some benefits here, right? Oh, Otis can get another skill 3, that's cool. What else do we want? Not much of anything, I feel like. Sticky Muck. Some mileage, but not enough to really warrant it, I feel like. Yeah. One more? Oh, there's Imitative Generator. Okay, that's cool. We can sell this, and that'll work. Gonna sell multiple things, but I really only needed to sell one gift to be able to buy that. Okay, so now our charge skill 3s gain coin power for... What is this? First two? Yeah, these two. Okay, cool. Those are the two that want it. Sounds good. And we've just got a bunch of Karakumo guys to cleave our way through. Gloomy turn. Cool. Yeah, a bit of damage here. Since her skill 3 is a slash damage attack, it does a lot for us, right? Merso's skill 2 also slash, so it does a lot here. Nice. I guess I should probably keep in mind that I should probably regret him for the actual boss. I never remember to regret him, I feel like. Because, like, regret's obviously stupid strong, especially Warp Merso, especially Merso IDs that have, like, a lot of coins on, like, skill 2s, skill 3s, stuff like that. Although I wouldn't really want to, like, replace a skill 2 or a skill 3 with a regret if he's only gonna get skill 1s immediately following because of that, so... I guess it'll be situational. I'll judge my actions in the moment, right? As you really should do, though. No need for spontaneous decision-making. Okay. This would be cool for slash stuff if it did anything against the boss, but it doesn't. Such a cool bit that does basically nothing. Can we pass this with anyone by any chance? Maybe? Nope. Even our gloom stuff cannot roll a 20, god. I'm pretty sure nothing happens through failing this at least, so that's fine. It's true for, like, everything. Do Blade Lineage and Kurokuma IDs gain, like, a benefit to that event? I think they do, right? That's the bit. They gain, like, a solid, like, +5 or 10 or something like that. Probably, like, a +5. I don't remember for sure. It's been a while since the Blade Lineage event at this point. We're going for Jun. We'll see how this goes. He's already getting a 1 side off. Merso should be able to handle it. He's skill 1ing, so he's also gaining the slash protection as a day, so we might actually make use of Merso's slash protection for once. So that's funny. Yeah, look at this. Look at that 2 slash protection on Merso. So he's going to take 20% less damage from the one-sided 3-coin attack Jun's doing to him. It's still going to be a bunch of bleed, I'm sure. But that's fine. Merso's goated. Yeah, he didn't even break the barrier there. A little bit of paralysis. I think Energy Cycle should still win that clash, though. I guess we'll see. We're going to go kill some of his minions here. So Jun's definitely going to rule the back street next turn. We've also killed at least 2 of his people, maybe 3. I don't know if the bottom right one dies. I wasn't paying most attention. Okay, I think they just did. So he's got, what, a 3-coin rules the back streets, which isn't that scary. We can definitely handle it. And who's taking it? Honglu. That's fine. Honglu's losing the clash, actually. Don't really want that, just Dimension Shredder him. We've still got 1 more fight, so I'm fine spending sanity. We're just gonna get it back next fight. I mean, instead, cool. So you actually get a 1-coin rules the back street, but you do it on Yisong instead, because Yisong got the 1 side for getting the kill, which makes sense. Good thing it wasn't a rule back street that actually does much of anything, because otherwise I would have been, you know, caught a little off guard when it went for Yisong, but it would have been still fine. Off we go. There's stagger, 104 HP left, means that our attacks should just take him down. Yep, cool. Good stuff. Reduced to a pile of flesh. Yeah. A corpse, if you will, if you want to be fancy about, you know, the terminology used in such a situation like this. Oh. If we can get, like, Rusted Hilt, that would be nice, I guess. We might get that from this upcoming event. Because that's just more slash power. That's something that helps us, unlike Red Tassel, which does literally nothing. Red Tassel only does anything whatsoever if you either go for a Pekatula fight on this floor after getting it, or if it is floor 4 on Mirror Dungeon Hard, and you, like, make use of it the floor after. Stuff that messes with resistances really still is so underused. Which is a shame, like, because we've got weakness to analyze, but that's about it, I'm pretty sure. A lot of potential there. A lot of potential for the damage type teams in 2. I really thought they were going to focus more on teams that, like, wanted a certain damage type. With, you know, the introduction of the slash Pearson blunt gift categories with MD4, but really haven't done too much with it. I guess we're about to get blunt fragility on multi-crack Heath. So maybe that's going in that direction, but I don't know. Assumably, like, this mid-chapter is going to be very slash weak. Probably blunt neutral, or maybe they'll be blunt weak actually in slash neutral. It's gonna be Piers versus an either way. Very unfortunate for Yisong, but it's going to be the case. I think. Actually, I don't know for sure. I guess I could, like, take a look at the actual damage types of the new units. I didn't actually see what they had. Because, like, the Otis Ego is slash, which, you know, obviously makes sense. Heathcliff, mostly blunt, little bit slash. Faust, little bit slash, mostly blunt. So it's probably going to be a blunt weak slash neutral. Actually, we see, don't we? Don't we see that there's slash envy weak in one of the screenshots? I think that's true. Don't know, I'm questioning it when it's literally shown there, yeah. But, like, blunt neutral is going to be the case, because there's no way they're going to do it in a way that hurts their own, you know, the event units. Thorny Path is fine. There's Hilt, at least. We could sell Red Tassel. Get you another skill 3. You really don't need another skill 3. But we'll give you another skill 3 for fun. And I don't really think it matters what we get at this point. We've already upgraded everything we really need to upgrade. We're as ready as we will be on this team, I think. Another fairly short run. I guess that's how it is with warp units. You just kind of mindlessly kill enemies. Because we're only at the half-hour mark. Who knows, maybe this fight's gonna, you know, go long or something. We can clash everything. Yeah, you gotta clash that. Which is working. Okay, cool. Just seeing if I needed to. Sapling of Light immediately. And I don't need to do it immediately. I can wait a little bit. And we're just going for some weaker stuff this turn. Set up a little bit, right? Next turn we're going to have a lot of charge on everyone because we're random ego gifts. And we'll be in a good spot. Okay, the evade might be an issue because we're going for mostly weaker stuff. We really need this guy to get heads on one of these eventually. He's just going to keep on getting more and more poise potency, which, you know, a little bit rough. There we go. Otis can just punch through. That's good. Yeah, next turn we can nuke him down, or maybe we could aim for, like, turn 3 if we really want to stall. Since turn 4 is the turn where he does the strong thing, so we just need to stagger him before then, so... How's this looking? We're getting 2 more of your skill 3s next turn. I think we should just send it this turn, yeah. Because we can send it again next turn, because you're going to have 2 more of these, so we're going to get a bunch of load. We've got a bunch of haste on everyone because of Curriculum Battalion, a bunch of other random things. So that's convenient. Charge Leap's going here. Only 1 load really isn't a lot, but we're also going to be spending some charge with this skill 3, which means Otis's potency should go up a bit. Yeah, 3 potency now, so next turn we're going to give 6 load to everyone, aren't we? Because we're going to be doubling up on Rip Dimension. So that'll be pretty good. Don't know if everyone else will have big, like, attacks to go for, though, is the only issue. Might not have a bunch of skill 3s or anything like that. Either way, we should be able to do potentially a lot of damage. If nothing else, Otis gains a benefit from the load, right? We've got your skill 3, we've got your skill 3. Okay, cool. We just full one-sided this turn as well. No need to clash or anything, I don't think. I also completely forgot about regretting. That's alright. I'm not that concerned. It's too late to, you know, change that. Okay, you get the counter, that's fine. 46 resentment. Shouldn't matter. Okay, 400 damage from the first one. Want to see me do it again? This one's not going to be as strong, probably, because, yeah, didn't have charge to spend there, but that's fine. Dimensional Rift. Cool. Overcharge. And Immersive Skill 2 does spend charge, so he does get the benefit from load. So yeah, your Kim's almost dead. We can just damage him and he dies to... Yeah, Honglu's Skill 2 kills him. Cool! Yeah, pretty simple fight. Not too shabby, like a 3-minute Kim. There is faster though. You can one turn him on, you know, like a Bloy's team. Okay, cool. Give me my 3 levels, 1170, excellent. Make sure I'm nice and set on boxes so I can get both the Ego and the 3-star. Pretty freely. Good stuff. Let's take a look at my number. Wrong button. It's pretty good. I'll spend like 400-ish boxes. Yeah. Because I've got some shards in them already, but I'm going to need to get them both to up to third spin 4, so... Probably a little more, honestly. Oh, I'm almost out of paid lunacy, too. How frightening, I guess. I'll make sure I get more paid lunacy so that I'm going to be ready for the event, right? Do some daily pulls, see if I get lucky. Oh! Speaking of getting lucky, there's Zwei Gregor. Gregor's not getting, like, anything else this season as far as we know, I'm pretty sure. So... Gregor shards aren't going to do anything whatsoever. But that's fine. We'll see, I guess, right? We could get some curveball. They could end up delaying Season 6 more. Season 5 more, god. Words are hard. Yeah, who knows? I mean, you're probably gonna synergize really well with multi-crack, simply because multi-crack spends charge with their skill 1 and 2, which means load is going to be a lot more consistent on them. You still need to get more skill 3s to get load off, and you're going to have another way to flick load with your Ego, so I guess it might work well. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!